Hey everyone, today in this video, I'm going to show you how to set up and connect your Dreo smart wall-mounted space heater with your iOS or Android device using the Dreo app. If you're interested in the space heater or you want to find out more about it, the link to it will be in the video description. Now let's go ahead, let's get right into it. So on your phone, search your app store for the Dreo app, get that downloaded, sign in or create your profile, and let's get this set up. All right, so here's a look at our wall-mounted space heater as well as the Dreo app. We have the space heater plugged in, it's all set and ready to go. Now within the Dreo app, depending on how you have your app set up, if this is the first item you're ever adding or if you have multiple items, yours will look similar to my screen. But if you've never added an item, you should have a big blue plus button in the center that you'll select to add this space heater. If you have multiple items already like I do, just select the blue plus button in the top right hand corner where it's going to scan and look for nearby devices. So in this case, let's select our wall mounted heater. So now we have to go ahead, we have to hold down the button that they have on the display. It's going to be basically your, I'm going to call it oscillation, but that's not the right terminology. So we're going to hold that down for about 5 seconds. My hand's blocking it. We actually have a countdown clock right there. There we go. It just beeped. So we are now ready. We got the Wi-Fi light blinking to go to the next step where we need to connect to our local Wi-Fi network. Please make sure at this stage you're connected to a 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi network. That is going to be the only compatible network it will be able to use. So go ahead, enter your information, and then select connect. Now it's going to work on connecting the device to the router. It'll register the device and maybe some IoT things. There we go. Look at that. Super quick already. Should take less than 10 seconds. Everything has successfully been set up. Let's select done. Now we're going to be taken into the heater within the app. So here it is. This is what you can expect. Let's dive into more details here. So first up, you'll want to click on the image of the heater. We can view all of our device settings here once we turn it on. So let's power it on right from the app. There we go. First up, we'll look at our control settings here. I'm going to select that I option so you can read about each different mode. Heat, eco, fan only mode. We can select OK. So you'll see right here, heat is currently selected. Look at how cool that is, moving up and down. We can go to our fan only mode if we want, right there. And then we have our fan angle. Pick and choose which one you want. But just for fun, let's go back to our heat settings. So we have heat 1, heat 2, and heat 3, and eco. And for eco mode, we can choose our ambient temperature. Once it's reached, the heater will shut off. It won't kick back on again until it goes below that temperature. Fan angles, again, you saw that. And then further down, we have all of our preferences. So what do you want for the display? Auto, on, or off? Pick and choose. Panel sounds, do you want those on or off? So now you'll see, as we change this, it's not making any noise. But let's turn it back on. Child lock settings, open window detection, you can enable that. Ambient temp always on. So we can turn that on. Let's see, will it show our ambient temp? Love seeing that. Temperature unit, and then we can calibrate our temp sensor there. Let's go back out. Now from here, you'll see we can get those same settings there if we don't want to select the picture. We also have the option right here to turn a timer on. You'll see all the way up to 24 hours, technically 1 minute shy of that. Then you could confirm. It'll turn off after that. We can view our ambient temp right now, 71, and that's exactly what it says on there. We have our schedules. If you want to add a schedule, choose when you want it to come on or off, in which time period, hour, minute, which days of the week. You get the idea. Then you'll see we have our settings option. We can rename it. We can share this device with friends or family, so just invite your users there. We can view our networking information. Also make sure it's up to date firmware-wise. We have our lovely user guide manual FAQ section, and we have our Amazon and Google commands right here. You can tell it to go on and off, change modes, change speed, change temp, change fan angle, turn on and off or mute. Same for Google, you get the idea. On, off, mode, speed, temp, mute. So quickly I'm looking at it, it doesn't have the angle that Amazon does. That looks like the only difference. And then we can also delete the device down there at the bottom. So you'll see very intuitive app, easy to use, and you unlock all that potential right at your fingertips. Great if you're not going to be nearby. And honestly, if you're going to mount this up top or somewhere where you can't reach the control panel right here, you'd appreciate having those settings right here on your phone. But easy, intuitive mobile app, quick to set up, very responsive to, not any noticeable lag or delay between when you issue the command and when the unit itself is actually changing to those settings.